Picture your worst life, not vaguely, specifically. What does the version of you look like who never did anything about it? The one who kept scrolling, kept putting things off, kept telling himself, next year. What does his day look like at 45? What does he regret? What does he regret? What did he never build? I want you to feel that for a second. Really feel it. Because I am about to show you why that image, that uncomfortable, ugly, specific image of the life you do not want, is the most powerful motivational tool in existence. Not a vision board, not affirmations, not a list of goals, the anti-vision. And by the end of this video, you will know exactly how to build one, how to use it, and how to let it do something your positive goals probably never have. Actually move you. But first, I need to tell you something about the gym. A while back, I had a habit I developed almost by accident. I'd be walking on the treadmill, warm up, nothing special, and instead of putting on music or a podcast, I'd just think. Specifically, I'd think about what my life would look like if I quit. If I stopped showing up, stopped building, just coasted, and something weird would happen. I'd get angry, not frustrated, not mildly annoyed, genuinely, viscerally angry. I could feel it in my chest. My pace would pick up without deciding to. By the time I got to the actual workout, I was already running. I didn't manufacture that. I didn't try to motivate myself with quotes or hype music. I just imagined the wrong future clearly enough that my body refused to let it happen. That is the anti-vision. And here is the thing nobody tells you about motivation. The thing every self-help book gets completely backwards. Positive visions inspire you, negative ones activate you. And when you need to move, activated beats inspired every single time. Negative emotion is not the enemy, it is fuel. The question is only whether you suppress it or whether you use it. Here is something most people never do. They sit down to plan their future and they start with what they want. The dream, the vision, the highlight reel. And there is nothing wrong with that. I am a massive advocate for having a clear vision, but starting there skips a step. An important one, it is significantly easier to know what you don't want. Think about it. You already know from direct experience exactly what makes you miserable, the job that drains you, the relationships that leave you hollow, the mornings where you wake up and feel nothing. You know that already. You have years of data on it. Your positive vision, your dream life, that is imagination. It is guesswork. You are picturing something you've never experienced and hoping you've got it right. Your anti-vision is not imagination. It is memory. It is observation. It is what happens when you look at the people around you who gave up and decided to just drift, and you watch where that drift takes them. Your positive vision is a guess about what you want. Your anti-vision is proof of what you refuse to become. The proof is more powerful than the guess every time. And this is where that law of the universe comes in, the one that is running your life whether you know it or not. It is called entropy. Entropy is the tendency of all things, all systems, all structures, all lives, to drift toward disorder if left alone. Physics discovered it. Nature confirms it every day. Leave a house empty for 10 years and it decays. Leave a body untrained and it weakens. Leave a mind unstimulated and it dulls. This is not motivational language. This is physics, and here is what entropy does to a life. It doesn't strike suddenly. It doesn't announce itself. It works slowly, quietly, through default decisions. Through not today, through I'll start when I am ready, through choosing the easier thing consistently for years. 5 years of that, and you look up and wonder how you got here. That is entropy winning. Your anti-vision is not pessimism. It is a precise map of what entropy builds for you when you stop building for yourself. FFP doesn't ruin your life all at once. It just makes the smallest, most comfortable choice available every single day until suddenly you are somewhere you never meant to be. So now the question becomes, how do you actually use this? Get a notebook, not later. This week, set a timer for 30 minutes and become, as I call it, a mad scientist of your own life. Start with the anti. Write down everything you do not want, not abstractly. Specifically, what do you not want your body to look like? What do you not want your mornings to feel like? What do you not want your relationship with money to be? What conversations do you not want to be having at 50? Go into detail. Make it uncomfortable. Make it real enough that you can smell it. And then, here's the crucial part. Sit with it. Don't immediately flip to the positive. Sit in the discomfort for a few minutes. Let that image of the wrong life become vivid and specific and genuinely unacceptable to you. Because discomfort, when aimed correctly, is not a problem. It is a compass. Once you've done that, and only then, flip the page. Your vision is just the opposite of everything you just wrote. You don't need to imagine it from scratch. You've already mapped the terrain. You just need to walk the other direction. Now you have two things, a destination and a reason to move. The reason matters more than most people realize. A vision without an anti-vision is a destination without urgency. The anti-vision is what puts fire under every step. Now here is what you do with that fire first. And I want to be clear, this is metaphorical, not literal disappear. Disappear from the things that don't belong in the life you are building. This means people whose presence costs you more energy than it gives. Apps that exist to steal your attention and give back nothing. Habits you keep because quitting feels awkward, not because they serve you. You don't need to announce it. You don't owe anyone an explanation. You are not being cruel. You are being honest about where your energy actually goes and redirecting it toward the one thing it needs to go. Every minute you spend maintaining a life you don't want is a minute stolen from the one you are trying to build. The mental energy you recover from this is not small. It compounds. Every distraction you remove is fuel redirected. Now, what do you do with that fuel? The boring thing. The same boring thing every day. I know that sounds like the worst advice you've heard all week, but hear me out. A sushi chef spends years perfecting rice before they touch anything else. Not because they're wasting time, because mastery is sequential. You cannot skip the rice. A tennis player doesn't learn to serve before they learn to hold the racket. One thing at a time, practiced until it becomes unconscious, until it requires no thought, until it frees up mental space for the next level. That is not grinding. That is leveling up. Exactly like a video game, except the XP you are stacking is real and the results compound. The problem is that most people quit before they hit the level threshold. They are 2 weeks into something that takes 2 years and they're already asking, when will I see results? Stop asking that question. It will give you an answer you don't want to hear, and that answer will knock you off track. The right question is, am I doing the daily action today? That is the only question that matters, because every successful origin story, every single one is just a long, consistent answer of yes to that one question. I want you to do something right now, before you close this video, before you move on. Think of one thing in your life that Entropy has been quietly winning at. One area where you've been defaulting to the comfortable option consistently for longer than you want to admit. You know what it is. You've known for a while. Write it down in the comments. Tell me one thing you are going to stop defaulting on starting this week. Not a full plan, just one thing. I read every comment and I want to see it. Here's where I want to leave you. The system I've described, anti-vision, entropy, disappearing from what doesn't belong, doing the boring thing with total commitment. This is the origin story. Not just my origin story. Every person you admire who built something real from nothing has a version of this story. They got uncomfortable. They got clear on what they refused to become. They removed the noise. They did the daily action long enough that it started working. That is it. That is the whole thing. Now you have the framework. What you do with it is yours. 3 things before you go. 1, do the anti-vision exercise this week. 30 minutes, a notebook, no phone. It will be the most useful 30 minutes you spend this month. 2, drop your one thing in the comments. The area where Entropy has been winning. Say it out loud. Make it real. 3, if this cracks something open for you, subscribe. The next video goes deeper into the daily system that actually maintains all of this. How to structure your time so that the vision becomes the default. It is the practical half of everything we just talked about. It drops day, and it is one you'll want to watch in the morning, not at night. And if someone in your life is stuck, not lazy, just stuck, send them this. Sometimes one idea at the right moment changes the whole trajectory. I'll see you in the next one. Go build the opposite of your anti-vision.